Hello, everybody. Anyone that might tune in. My name is Christopher Wood. Thank you for anybody that tunes in. I'm going to get right to it. I am a 5-year victim of very seriously dangerous Lennox and Addington, Ontario provincial police. I am the victim of 5 years revenge retaliation from them, criminal doctors, and their accomplices who are also possibly involved with Al Qaeda and ISIS. Ontario provincial police are guilty of injuring, torturing, kidnapping, sex assaults, slave trafficking, tortures, false arrest refusals, extortion, kidnapping, putting prisoner tracking onto victims illegally, lies, time buying, cover ups, criminal doctors, file falsifications, discriminations to get victims medically blacklisted. August of 2019, I was shot by ex-OPP chief or commander on the corner of Bridge and Center Street. I had been stalked. My mother was criminally stalked. She was killed December 20th, 2020 by one of the people involved who is also allegedly involved with Russell Williams as well. He is a serial killer. Sorry about that as I'm doing this. I'm just getting air or something pumping through my head, and I am completely and totally numb on the right side of my head and my face. I'm having problems thinking today. I've been getting a lot of damage, a lot of deforming to my skull, to the right side of my face, all through in here. I'm getting air pumping through my damn head. It is pumping my head up. It is completely and totally numbing me. Ontario provincial police who are guilty of human trafficking, slave trafficking, sex assaults, kidnapping, false arrests, lies, time buying, cover ups, extortion, blood and piss forcing. Ex chief or commander, year 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff sergeants, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping and sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Stacy, a mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, Shelley Hafner. I have been through full physical identity theft, skull deforming, serious skull deforming, body mutilations with 100% proof and not being able to do a damn thing about it. Criminal doctors there was also Stacy, a mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now and Shelley Hafner had me kidnapped May 27, 2021. Criminal doctors who are involved with criminal negligence and intent in co-committing and covering up crimes for OPP for themselves and accomplices. File falsifier, name and file falsifier, the one that had me medically blacklisted. She is also the girlfriend to Stacy, that's Kingston AMHS now. She goes by two names, Dr. Margie V and Dr. Tatiana V. Her real name is Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor are all criminally negligent, involved in co-committing and covering up crimes against me and for themselves to get away with what they've gotten away with for 5 years. Their accomplices, who are, like I said, who are sex slave traffickers, they are drug traffickers, they are all sex offenders. They are accomplices to OPP, and they are also possibly Al Qaeda and ISIS members as well. This is no joke. Ontario provincial police are already guilty of domestic terrorism and treason. a guy known as Bill Wooldridge. He has many alias names. He's approximately 65 to 70 years old. He has bald glasses. He lives on Center Street in Napanee behind the law office. He is guilty of criminally stalking my mother, calling my mother mom, thinks that he and I were switched at birth, and he is guilty of causing her death, killing her December 20th, 2020. He is an OPP untouchable, of course. Blair Frederick Hardy, he is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of multiple homicides through his fucking meth. He is guilty of rapes, financial thefts and frauds, identity, disability, and insurance frauds. He is guilty of as well rapes and homicides. They are the ones that give the orders to OPP cops named. There is Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne. He is approximately 45 years old. He is a crackhead. He is guilty of selling laced fentanyl with tranq that is causing overdose homicides, and he is getting away with it between Napanee and Kingston. He is guilty of skull splitting me, and he is guilty of attempted homicide on me. Tyler Lake, he is guilty of torturing and killing my dog in March of 2023. I have had arson attempts on previous addresses. I have had blood thrown on my previous address as well as threats of being stabbed and having my throat slit. He is guilty of attempted homicide on me, torture crimes. He's also guilty of killing my dog, as I said, in 2023, with one Raymond LeBlanc, who is a child groomer, who is a sex slave trafficker, who is a meth trafficker, and he is guilty of criminal stalking as well. Harry Dale and Tony Hartwick are guilty of my identity theft, torture crimes, skull splitting me, brain injuring, body mutilations, attempted paralyzing, sex assault, and my identity theft with the intent to commit homicide for drop charges for a stabbing that Dale Hartwick had committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. He is now a rat informant, committing crimes with and for OPP. As I said, for drop charges. He is also my cousin as well. I am also the end of my bloodline. I have been through complete and total 100% full physical brain injury and skull splitting, body mutilations, full physical identity theft over the course of 5 years while not being able to do a damn thing about it. I was sold from OPP to these pieces of shit. I was made homeless where I was trafficked in Kingston for a full year as well. I am 52 years old. I've been going through this for 5 fucking years, and there has not been a damn thing I've been able to do about it. My medical rights, my legal rights, and my human rights have been taken from me. I am the one that's being blamed for all provable crimes against me, while not being able to do a damn thing about it. This guy here, his name is Bill Wooldridge. He has many alias names. He's very seriously dangerous. He's the one that lives behind the law office and the one that's guilty of murdering my mother in December 20th, 2020. Along with this guy, Blair Frederick Hardy. He is the one that's allegedly recruiting these pieces of shit to Al Qaeda and ISIS as well. He used to drive a Mercedes in Napanee, guilty of homeless exploitation and possible money laundering as well through the Morning Star mission. This guy here, he's guilty of torture, he's guilty of criminally stalking, and he believes that he used to play hockey for the Philadelphia Flyers. He is a meth head, a crackhead, and a morphine dealer. He is highly obsessed with me. He is guilty of being involved with my identity theft, torture crimes on me, and attempted murder. He goes by Bert the Hitman Hustler and Baghdad Bert. He is very seriously fucking dangerous. This is another picture of him. None of these people can be arrested either. Not without $22,000. This guy here, his name is Jason Van Alstyne. He is the crackhead, crack-fed, low-life piece of shit that sells laced fentanyl between Napanee and Kingston, committing overdose homicides very successfully. I've been going through this because I spoke at OPP Crimes, and like I said, August of 2019, I was shot by ex-OPP chief, and all of this began on me. And as I said, I've been through 100% full physical identity theft and changes, and here's just some of the proof right here. The only difference now is I have this on my hand with a tree, but it's all me. And while this has been happening to me, I've been medically blacklisted and I've not been able to do a fucking thing about it. Body mutilations that's been done to me. My skull has been flattened, it's been rounded out, it's been shortened, it's been widened, it's been elongated. It's been about 100 different shapes and sizes. This guy here is Tyler Lake. He's the one that's guilty of killing my dog, Runt, in March of 2023. He is only approximately 35 years old, but he is very seriously dangerous. He is a very serious drug addict, and he is a number one rat informant and accomplice with him for Robert Kane, Ontario Provincial Police 7224. As a matter of fact, they get free drugs delivered to them daily after 2 a.m. through after shift change. This guy here, his name is Tony Hearns. He also goes by Tony Montana and Axel Rose Hearns. The guy is psychotic. He actually thinks that I am a wolf. Here is more serious identity changes I've been through physically 100%, and these are all me. So if anybody wants to think that this is a lie, because I've been called a liar over it, and I've already shown and proven how this is being done to me after I was shot by ex-OPP chief in 2019. All of this started to happen to me. 100% full physical change. When people disappear, this is me too. When people disappear, it is OPP, it is criminal doctors, it is their accomplices, it is being falsely arrested, it is being identity theft, it is being medically blacklisted, being slave trafficked, homicides, and cover-ups. Here's more to prove I've been through serious identity changes. And as I said, the only difference now is I have a tree on my hand with my name. But these are all 100% me. I know, kind of hard to see for some of them. My skull and my face change constantly since I was shot. Here is what I look like only 3 months ago. Without my glasses on. That was me 3 months ago. I have been to the police. I have tried to get arrests done on people. I've been surrounded, hands on guns. I have been blinded in my eye. Here's more pictures of me. Just within the last month, my skull has been seriously fucked, changed. I no longer even look like this. My identity changes and theft that I've been going through has been happening through me a lot quicker over the last few weeks. This is some of the torture I've been through. Like I said, I have a tube that comes up in my neck and it goes from my chest up through my throat into the back of my head. And I've not had any surgeries, and this certainly is not normal. And there it is up to the back of my head. My spine has obviously been completely and totally fucked on me as well. My lungs, my kidneys. This was me approximately a week and a half ago. And this is an original picture of me just to show the differences in my skull and my face and everything else, minus my glasses. This is what happens in Napanee when you speak OPP crimes, full physically fucking changed. While they sit on their asses, while they keep their victims medically blacklisted, their lies, their time buying their cover-ups. I am Chris Wood, and I will be disappearing soon. And I say that without paranoia because what's been done to me. And there is not a damn thing I can do about it. This was actually my skull at one time. Completely and totally flattened. Here is another one, and it looks like I actually have fingers coming up through my head. That's just some of the deforming I've been through too. More of it. And that in the back of my head. I've not had any surgeries either. This all started to happen to me after I was shot. While medically blacklisted. Ontario Provincial Police, You are guilty of ending the Wood bloodline by what you've done to me, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. You are guilty of murder, tortures with the intent to commit and cover up Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Blair Hardy, Bill Wooldridge, Tyler Lake, Jason Manolstein, Robert Barry, Brandon Barry, Bill Wooldridge, the one that has the many alias names, and Bird the Hitman Hustler are all guilty of this to me over the course of 5 years and not being able to do anything about it. Beware, be safe. I'm having problems thinking, especially the whole right side of my head is completely and totally numb. I have no feeling whatsoever. "10 minutes from now, I'll look totally fucking different too, I guarantee it. And all of this has been being done to me through what is called remote neuromonitoring. And I believe that that's what I was shot with in August of 2019 by XOPP Chief, which is a nano microchip implant. It's for invasive surveillance as well. And it also is for the destruction of a person's central nervous system. I have and can prove it. It's been in use since the 1960s. And police are using this shit criminally. Sex slave trafficking, torture crimes, full physically identity thefts with victims to commit framings, frauds, murders, and cover-ups. And I am one of their victims. And like I said, once again, take this serious because they are possibly involved with Al Qaeda and ISIS. OPP, one's named, you are guilty of domestic terrorism and treason as well.